How did your parents meet? When was this house built? What brought the earth into existence? Each of these questions is concerned with the origin, or the beginning, of something. And an origin story is a story that explains the beginning of something. So let me tell you, for instance, the origin story of a jalapeno pepper. It starts with a seed planted in soil, and that seed sprouts and begins to grow. As the sun shines and the rain falls, the sprout reaches higher and higher. The stem gets thicker. More leaves appear. Higher and higher it goes. And then soon, little white flowers begin to bud. And as those flowers bud and fall off, long, dark green, slender peppers grow in their place. The origin story of life in the Americas, of course, begins with the First Nations, or Native Americans, who were here long before anybody else. And many of these tribes had their own origin stories for how they and the world came to be. The southwestern Hopi tribe tells that in the beginning, mankind lived beneath the surface of earth in caves, but eventually those caves became so crowded that the leaders of man created a bird that flew and found a hole to escape those caves into the world above. Following this bird, mankind climbed up out of the hole and spread out over the surface of earth as we know it today. But how did these First Nations get here in the first place, you might ask? Well, scientists have their own origin story to answer that question. They say that more than 10,000 years ago, at the end of the last ice age, Asia and North America were connected by a bridge of land. Hunters from the eastern tip of Asia eventually made their way across this land bridge in pursuit of the animals they hunted for food. Over the course of many more years, they spread out in all directions through North and South America. All of these movements from one place to another are called migrations. People migrate anytime they leave behind their home to go and settle in a new area. Just like some of you, I'm sure, left behind other cities and other schools to come and live here with your family. Now, as you get to know some of these different Native American tribes, you'll encounter huge differences in the clothing they wore, food they gathered, animals they hunted, and types of homes they built. And that's because different tribes learned to survive in different environments. The word environment simply means everything that surrounds you. And besides the weather, one thing that makes one environment so different from another is the unique set of natural resources available in it. While people living in the forests of eastern North America used wood to construct their shelter, families in the Southwest crafted durable huts out of clay to protect them from the sun's blazing heat. Clever inventions like these are called adaptations. Adaptations are the ways people come up with to survive in their environment on their set of natural resources. Adaptations to the different environments of North and South America help to explain the rich diversity of cultures we find among the First Nations.